everyone, it's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a regular process video for you because it's the July reveal of the Challenge Yourself theme, and this month's theme is My Happy Place. Kind of fitting for summertime when probably a lot of us are going on vacation. Maybe we are going to our happy place for a vacation, and it just so happens that my photo and my layout are of me on vacation. And so I decided to interpret this this happy place theme as me at a place that made me happy. And you can interpret it however you would like as well. Just remember to include a photo of yourself somewhere on the scrapbook layout, and you can go into the description box below to get the link for the Challenge Yourself blog, which is where you can share your layout with us and enter for a chance to win a prize and see what the rest of the design team has created as well. All right, so this is actually also for one of the 30 days of sketches from last month. I think this was maybe day 20, 28, 29, 30, one of those last days. I think it might have been 28 because I'm pretty sure 29 was a 2-pager, and I do remember what the 30th was. So I think this was for 28. I am using pieces from my Paper Issues warehouse box. So I chose those 2 pattern papers because they sort of had a peachy color scheme, and I really liked the ombre of the circular paper. And I decided to tear the one on top to create that sort of bisected design that's going on here. And then my 2 photos, which are 4x6 photos, they are both closer to the right hand side of the page and also extending past that tear mark of the other page. I liked the peachy color of these papers because it kind of reminded me of the colors of a sunset. And I think, now I can't remember the manufacturer, but I think the bottom one might have been Studio Tech Direct. I don't know. I don't remember now, but they're really cool papers, and I'm so glad that I have that Paper Issues warehouse box because seriously, scrapbooking is so much more fun when you actually have stuff to work with. I was really getting down to like the nitty-gritty with this 30 days of sketches challenge that I was doing, and I was using up the stash, y'all, and so that warehouse box came in at just the right time. I've got a couple Studio Tech Direct chipboard pieces here. There's a sun, obviously sunset photo, and then I've got some simple stories. Can't remember the name of the collection. I think I've had it for like 2 years, but there's a puffy foam stickers that I'm using, that big seashell, and then there's a seashell tag, which I think was very, very old crate paper. Like, I want to say I've had that since purchasing a crate paper pad at Michael's way back in the day when Michael's actually sold scrapbook manufacturers as opposed to its own thing. So that was very old crate paper. I'm glad I was able to get some use out of that, as well as that cut apart down by where I'm going to do the title. It says something like "You're never wasting time at the beach." I think that was also from that crate paper paper pad. And then the title is obviously goes along with the Simple Stories collection, so that was another puffy sticker that had come along with that. I'm adding in a couple little Simple Stories phrase stickers from their sticker books. I love their sticker books. I'm not always wild about the paper stickers, but the sticker books do have a really great variety in them. And then I'm going to add to that title, I'm not sure if I'm doing that just yet. Oh, I'm adding some of that torn Vicky Bouton vellum paper. I use that a lot for this Montauk vacation layouts that I've been doing. And so I decided to just use up a little bit of what was left over and put that behind the word seaside. And then I'm going to add the word sunset underneath it. So these are photos of a sunset on a beach at Montauk. I think the name of the beach was Ditch Plains Beach, I think. Don't don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where we were. And as I'm putting all this stuff down, I realize, oh, I didn't adhere the photos down. I've started sticking the embellishments down, but I didn't do the photos. So I got to go back and do that. But yeah, this was a really cool, I really enjoyed our very quick, short weekend in Montauk. Actually, the person that I went with, she's already gone back. She took her family back. So that's how cool it was. There's lots of hiking, lots of outdoor things to do. We went in November. It was a little rainy, but other than that, when it was not rainy and it was sunny, it was very pleasant weather, and we really enjoyed ourselves. And I would love to convince my family to go back sometime during the off season, because otherwise, if you go during the on season, the prices are just insane. But just because there's like I said, really great outdoor things to do, and we were able to find several restaurants that were good for gluten-free and dairy-free eating. So I would love to take my family back. If you haven't been to Montauk, you should definitely check it out. It's all the way at the end of Long Island. It's literally the last point on Long Island, the farthest point, the tip of New York. So you can see I moved that tag. I didn't really like having pieces over on the left-hand side, creating a diagonal, and then having like pieces over on the top right that were not part of the diagonal. So I just went ahead and moved that tag over a little bit. I inked the edges because I wanted to keep things on diagonal from the top left to the bottom right. There's another circular element from the Studio Tech Direct that kind of has some reds and yellows in it. So I liked that because it, again, reminded me of colors of the sunset. And you can see I also have a little sticky notepad off to the right. That is where I sketched out the sketch. So I took a look at the sketch as it was, and then I tried to create something that I could work with. So that's my take on the sketch, and then this is my take on the sketch, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, I would love to know what your happy place is. Even if you're not going to play along, leave a comment below and let me know what your happy place is. And also just to say hi. If you don't want to answer the question, you don't have to answer the question. Hopefully you do have a happy place though. But definitely let me know that you're here, say hi. And I want to just thank you so much for watching this video and getting some fun inspiration. I hope it's inspirational for you. And if you are thinking that it is, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I am super close to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I think I'm like 3 away at the time of recording this voiceover. So that's pretty exciting for me. Not that it means anything, because YouTube makes it really hard, really hard to monetize. But it's at least like a cool milestone that I was hoping to reach this year. So I think it's gonna happen because we're only halfway through the year, which also means we're halfway to Christmas. Or almost halfway to Christmas. I guess July 25th is halfway to Christmas, right? No, June 25th was halfway to Christmas. So yeah, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Yeah, I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought because I gave a really poor rendition of Bon Jovi right there. But yeah, if you are a subscriber, thanks so much. And, oh, I was talking about Christmas. All right, so obviously we're halfway to Christmas and I'm doing my December daily process videos this month for Christmas in July. So definitely you don't want to miss out on those. So that's another reason why you might want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those process videos and get some inspiration for either finishing up your last year's December daily, which is what I'm doing, or prepare for this year's December daily if you're going to do one. I still haven't made up my mind if I'm going to do one or not. I always like the idea of the smaller albums and having something special, but I might need to give myself a break since obviously it has taken me 6 months to get this one completed. And it's like, you know what? I should just focus on getting the regular photos scrapbooked and keeping up to date with the regular albums, right? Like I don't need to add anything else to myself. I'm leaning towards not doing a December daily for 2023. Maybe still doing like a photo challenge or something. That could be kind of fun. I did that in January, and Once I get January pictures scrapbooked, there will be a process video where I go through how I'm going to get those photos all scrapped. So I'm doing a couple splatters here, back to the layout, with saltwater taffy, which I thought was a very ideal color for this. And then I'm adding a few drops of the Nouveau Antique Gold Mica Mist spray, just to give it a little bit of something, something. So here are the close-ups. I hope that you can see things in a little more detail. And again, I hope that this video was inspiring for you and that you come back again next week for lots more process videos, both non-Christmas and Christmas. Spoiler alert. See you next time.